He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's dude like that. Just as good. Fucking monster. He's a mean little shit.
Alexander Usyk is currently #1 on the pound-for-pound list in boxing. However, there is a ruthless beast that follows right behind him. That man is Naoya Inoue. Building his record over the last 10 years, the monster has accomplished a large number of incredible feats. Some of these insane highlights have shined above others, and in this video, we're covering the 5 best fights of the monster that shocked the boxing world. Get ready for violence, because this is fighting this art. Let's go. In July 2012, at the age of 19, Inoue put the world on notice and faced an open professional test against the reigning Japanese champion at the time, Omayao, and looked to impress his dad and Ohashi gym chief Hideyuki Ohashi. He started with his trademark double jab before the big left hook.
全てにおいて高いレベルで全てが装備されているっていうことですね。はい。大橋会長も万能型なんだって話しますよね。そうですね。足を使ってもいけるし。
The destructive shots were now in array.
大注目の中で迎えたこのデビュー戦、状況でも高い集中力を持ってやること、そして自分のボクシングというのは今日は皆さんに見てもらえばいいと話しています。得意の左ジャブから右ボディ、あっとボディが効いた、背中を向かしてしまいます。冷静です。井上ワンツー、もう一度追い込んでいきます。右で倒すことも多いです。右のボディをもう一度打ちました。ワンツー、飛び込んできたところを左フックで返していきます。
Then he released a big right hand that made his opponent shiver in his timbers.
よろめいたお前よ、こうずれるのがよくわかるんですけども、右肩から左追い込んでいきます。左のショートフック当たった。ここで打ち合います。左、得意のショートフック。素晴らしいボクシングですね。はい。もうスピードもパワーもあり。
In round 4, Inoue adopted Gordon Ryan's liver steak recipe.
素晴らしいですね。はい、左ボディ。
And his opponent rolled around the canvas as if his liver had turned to dust. At first, Naoya Inoue versus Emmanuel Rodriguez was a normal bout, until Rodriguez's trainer shoved and continuously annoyed Inoue's trainer and father at open workouts. The vengeful monster stood with his arms folded, knowing he would unleash hell on the disrespectful coach's fighter in 3 days. Inoue started hard, while Rodriguez refused to take a step back, replying with hard shots.
Sort of getting things done quickly.
Started coming forward, Inoue on the back is pretty interesting.
8% knockout ratio, he's won all 7. Hasn't needed.
It's the knockout ratio of a heavyweight.
The Japanese was now ready to release his biggest ammunitions.
His toughest fight to date.
It is off his feet. Big one flurry of his own. Toe-to-toe action, first round. Spectacular. Show battle in these first 35-40 seconds. Good sinking.
Inoue's rib-breaking body shots were on point, and Rodriguez will soon regret standing toe-to-toe with the monster.
Big shot to the body.
Inoue just wanted the fight on. Good.
With the head open, he went upstairs, dropping the arrogant fighter.
A fearsome flurry. And he's done it. He's got him with a left for the first time. Here is the first knockdown, Carl.
That was a great shot. Well to get up there from that. Oh, what a shot. And that big long.
Once back to his feet, Inoue gave him long-lasting body damage and closed the show with a body shot. The look on Rodriguez's face was one of someone who might need urgent body reconstruction.
Don't take much more than that. Surely, Rodriguez.
Inoue's next fight on this list was against Paul Butler, a cocky champion who seemed to view Inoue as just another stepping stone. On the 13th of December, 2022, at the Ariake Stadium in Tokyo, Japan, the monster had a fight that had the entire arena buzzing. Having won the 2018-19 World Boxing Super Series, where he destroyed his rivals with a mean intention, Inoue took on the British Paul Butler, who held the bantamweight WBO belt, and with a record of 32 wins, 2 losses, the fighter from Cheshire had not lost in 8 fights. Billed as undisputed, the monster put his own WBA, WBC, IBF, and the ring bantamweight titles on the line, and whoever won this fight would become the undisputed bantamweight champion. But making the bantamweight weight cap of 118 pounds was a hard task for Inoue, and Butler bet his hopes on Inoue's stamina, not lasting all 12 rounds in his quest to pull of an upset.
See what he's like. We knew he was quite tight at the weight.
And he acted dismissively throughout the lead-up. It was a masterclass for the ages. Inoue unleashed the killer shots from the onset. Once Butler tasted the power of Inoue, the once brave champion shelled up. The Brit put his guard high and became defensive like a turtle. His attempts at striking were punished, and the monster released vicious punches that could knock out a rhino. Flinching at every shot and being on his bike 24/7, Butler was scared of Inoue's punches. Even when he'd stop running, he almost exclusively stayed in a high guard. And he did a good job protecting his liver. Inoue was now in the matrix. Inoue pounded with no remorse. Then the monster was willing to stay in the fire to land his devastating punches. Seeing how his opponent is unwilling to engage, Inoue put all his power into the punches, and he gave Butler no breathing space. Inoue bust out all the showboating moves. He did the Ali shuffle, Roy Jones behind the back, and some Tyson moves. Inoue's punches started to make Butler shiver in his timbers. To the cheers from the audience, Inoue converted rhythm to strikes. And he played some more peekaboo with his enemy. At the beginning of the 11th round, everyone in the arena got what they had signed up for. Like he had received a new boost of energy, Inoue added extra torque to his punches. and heavy right hand stunned Butler. And the right hand and left hand devastation that followed folded Butler in a heap. Despite being so close to the finish line, the babyface assassin's bike caught a flat and he had to surrender. He had taken the beating meant for several opponents, and the 11th round knockout was his first loss in 9 fights. In 2016, on the 9th of September, at the Dignity Health Sports Park, California, the pound-for-pound greatest stepped up to announce himself to the Western world for the first time. Already a household name in Japan, the Japanese looked to conquer America also, so he faced the audacious Antonio Neves for the WBO Junior Bantamweight World title. Antonio was at his peak and was eager to add Inoue to his kill list of 9 knockouts in an almost perfect record of 18 wins and only 1 split decision loss. Known for his brutal knockouts, tactical boxing, and fierce defense, Antonio also built a reputation for disrespect. When it was announced that he would face Inoue, he didn't hold back in criticizing the Japanese for not being from one of the famous boxing nations like the USA.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan. Half of them were at 108. You know,
and he had the guts to criticize Inoue's past opponents.
Fighting guys that stand right in front of him, you know, everything went his way. You know, he's at home, lower weight class, so the hype is all behind him. You know, everybody wants to see him win. All the pressure's on him. I have no pressure.
Inoue took the insults in stride and was ready to do his talking with his fists and defend his home country of Japan. The pair clashed in the co-feature in a star-studded card on American soil, headlined by Roman Gonzalez and Srisaketsor Rungvisai. Walking to the ring, the American exemplified in his attire the country he had come to represent.
Don't know yet whether he's heard about his relatives in Puerto Rico.
While Inoue dressed like an executioner of the Dark Ages, the Japanese superstar was making his American debut and was attempting to defend his WBO super flyweight title for what would be an impressive 6th time. From the opening bell, Inoue studied his arrogant opponent before unleashing his arsenal.
Exceeded only by Gennady Golovkin, and that, of course, underlines the fact that power is often said. Definitely an asset. Landed a right hand to begin the fight, behind the jab on a classic 1-2. Neves quite aware that he's up against a guy who's regarded as a right things. I just don't know if he can translate that physically. Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job of blocking it.
Tries to punch with Inoue to get his shot in there first.
So Neves had...
This is where Inoue has had his way so far, so he wants to make him uncomfortable.
In the 2nd round, to cheers from the American audience, Inoue converted rhythm to strikes and started to land damaging shots.
Wide, and at times, Inoue has been a little bit wide. But you can see the force that Inoue throws.
He unshipped a huge right hand behind the guard and followed with a crunching left to the body.
Shot yet from Inoue in this round. Now he goes downstairs and comes back up, his feet flat on the canvas and maximizing the power in his punches in the 2nd. Neves with that hard right hand off the jab. Neves trying to come back with some body shots.
Neves tried to return fire with fire in front of his home crowd.
Coming up from below the flyweight division, and the other guy's coming down from 120.
But the monster had won the American fans over, finishing the round with powerful left hooks that left the Cleveland native looking like a decade-old punching bag.
Right hand by Inoue drives Neves back just a little bit. Left hand to the body. Placement rather than power. Now combinations.
In the 3rd round, the 24-year-old Inoue switched to turbo mode and crushed his foe with huge combinations to the head and body.
See that Harold Letterman, unofficially, not surprisingly, has Naoya Inoue winning the first 2 rounds. How hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster. when a guy has fast hands.
Something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. He saw the target and adjusted the arc of the punch as it was traveling through the air. Lift over the top and get it down to the base. Now there's a perfect uppercut by Inoue.
To avoid punches and doesn't always use kind of classic technical defense. You think that'll be...
Inoue was intent on showing to the American audience that he is not to be taken for granted.
That will be a problem down the stretch if he continues to fight in his early to mid-30s. He'll have to make those adjustments and modify
when he throws it. Oh,
and it sets up his plan to do so.
absolutely. He's a pick-em-type puncher until he gets his guy hurt. And then I think Inoue has to put Neves away here in this round or next because it's a lopsided fight.
In the 5th round, successive hooks sent Neves to the canvas, and it was at this point that he realized he was paying for his trash talk.
He's trying to find somewhere to hide in the ring, and he can't. Position there where he can face him and lands a body shot on an authority.
One or two more of those, he could end this fight, Jim. Here, Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is.
beautiful body shots all night. And here we see another left that lands right by the solar plex. Neves hesitates and then decides to take a knee.
The American returned to his feet and managed to survive a minute of stinging body shots.
Exactly. On the band and the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't.
And there's another one. Neves will do anything. Another left hook to the body. Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Inoue trying to finish the fight.
Only throwing one hook at a time. And what Andre did against Butler is 3, 4, 5 at a time.
The one-sided domination continued in the 6th round as Inoue, displaying an aura of invisibility, walked down Neves.
Now, why does he need to keep taking those?
This is where you see a little bit of inexperience from Inoue, only having 13 fights. Good right hand right.
The body, and Neves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that.
Another left hook to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots land.
And took his chance to mock his enemy for his trash talk.
And glued to his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up. If you want that shot, you got to go away and then come back to it.
And with the chance to put on a show now, Inoue is doing so. It's from me. In the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on the edge and get worse as this fight progresses. Good right hand
to the body.
From Inoue right.
What a vicious shot.
After the ringing of the bell, Neves' corner didn't want to go to jail for malpractice, so they rightfully decided their fighter had taken enough punishment.
It has a decision to make. And he has made the decision.
The conclusive damage to the head and body of Neves could cost him long-term damage, so saving him some years of fighting was the smart decision.
Corner said, hey, I'll stop it if it gets to... No, he's not. You need to stop it now. Do you need to see your guy on...
In the end, Neves realized that Inoue deserved his reputation as the monster and learned a lesson on how not to overlook fighters from other nations.
Still the reigning and defending WBO Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Naoya Monster Inoue.
On July 25th, 2023, at the Ariake Stadium, the Japanese sensation Naoya Inoue had a fight that kept everyone waiting in anticipation. His opponent was the Philadelphia native Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Having dominated the bantamweight division with mean intent, Inoue delivered vicious knockouts one after the other like Santa and stepped up to the super bantamweight division where he faced his toughest opponent yet. The monster went straight for the division's king, Stephen Fulton, who was the undefeated unified super bantamweight world champion. Unlike the usual narrative, for the first time in his career, everyone expected Inoue to lose.
Scooter going to be too much for Inoue. I think he's gonna be just too big, and I think he gonna surprise Inoue because he got a little power too. He gonna be. I think honestly, Scooter gonna stop you in the elite rounds or get a unanimous decision.
This guy is big. This guy is strong, but skills pay the bills, and Floyd proving that and Fulton got the skills to back up his size as well.
In the days leading to the fight, tensions hit a peak. At the face-offs, the American dared to stare deeply into Inoue, whispering some words, and the high-caliber fighters had to be separated. Cool boy Steph was bigger and taller, but he also developed a reputation for trash talk.
I feel like the hype is around amongst him because he's a Japanese person doing these things. That's all. I feel like that's the hype is around because of that. Not only that, power don't just win fights. I'm smart. How you think I got here?
And the Philadelphia native felt he was better than the Japanese.
But he's not better than me. I believe the same thing that happens in Erie will happen to him.
It was an all-timer performance. At the beginning, Fulton was unwilling to take a step back. But Inoue soon released the punches that brought him back to his senses. Inoue missed Fulton's gray matter by inches. The scooter was now on his bike. But Inoue have him no breathing space and uncorked bombastic shots. Inoue was now in the matrix. The power of his shots were like nothing Fulton has ever seen. The super bantamweight champion Ai was now looking like a scared chicken. In the third round, Fulton pressured Inoue, refusing to be a punching bag, but counterpunches for his troubles. It became a chess match at this point. But the difference in class was now becoming obvious. Inoue was landing freely, and the beatdown truly had begun. His punches found a home, while Fulton looked like he was punching a ghost. Fulton kept to his running tactics and stayed against the fence. In the fifth round, Inoue had toyed with his opponent, and the destructive shots were now in array. Inoue unleashed heavy right hands with the speed of light. Like Mike Tyson, a lunging left hook got the cheers of the fans. And the defending champion Fulton tried proving to not be a chump. But it was too late. Inoue had downloaded his rival and would soon apply the knockout punches. What followed was like a war had broke out. Converting rhythm of the fans to strikes. Inoue thumped Fulton's food basket. A flurry at the end of the 6th round was a sign of what to come. Inoue released a right hand that made Fulton run like he had seen a monster, dropping Fulton for the first time in his career. Fulton magically came back for more. Inoue, relishing a chance to give Fulton a proper send-off to the Shadow Realm, pulverized him against the fence. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos, drop a comment and subscribe. It would mean a lot to the team that puts effort into these videos every day. This was Fighting Is Art. Goodbye and have a good night.